Besides being two pop stars who were born in Pennsylvania and had to work hard to achieve fame, Taylor Swift and Sabrina Carpenter are two talented singers who have reached the top of the global charts and share a beautiful friendship that goes far beyond the stage. But have you ever wondered which of these artists has the most luxurious life? In today's video, you'll see a fierce battle between Sabrina Carpenter and Taylor Swift. It's no wonder that both pop stars live in beautiful mansions, but which one has the most luxurious property to live in? After a season of shows on the Eras Tour, it was reported that Sabrina Carpenter had bought a colonial-style property in the Coldwater Canyon enclave in the Hollywood Hills, also in Los Angeles. Boasting almost 3,500 square feet of space, the 1930-built residence has many amenities, among which are living room with arched windows that offer lush views of the city, dining area with custom light fixtures, kitchen with oak cabinets brought from Europe, wet bar with seating for two, for suites that exude elegance, 5 exquisite bathrooms, half-acre landscaped grounds, and even a beautiful fountain near the entrance. And as reported by the media, 9 months before Sabrina acquired this property, the real estate company House of Rollison paid $2.3 million for the place and subsequently made major renovations. At the end of 2023, Sabrina bought the house for $4.4 million. Taylor Swift, for her part. In 2015, the artist bought another mansion in Beverly Hills. Located on a plot of almost 2 acres, the property has an impressive 11,000 square feet of floor space. Built in the 1930s, the mansion has been very well preserved, still retaining its original classic Georgian architecture. It has 7 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms. There is also a formal dining room illuminated by French doors leading out to the garden, and the property also has a basketball and tennis court, a large swimming pool, a spacious office, and a library with a fireplace. In order to acquire this incredible mansion, some sources claim that Taylor Swift paid a whopping $25 million at the time, but today it is estimated that the price of the place has already exceeded $31 million. As Taylor's property is much more expensive, she easily wins this first round. Both singers like to travel in the utmost comfort, but which one has the best means of transport? One of Sabrina's best-known luxuries, for example, is her trips on beautiful boats, as you can see from her posts on social media. To give you an idea of the boats she uses, in the music video for her single Espresso, the singer was seen on a Century Resorter. This is a boat with a classic design, produced between the 1950s and 70s, which has a burnt orange hull and a deck with 2 rows of seats in blue tones, from where you can enjoy the rides. And the price of a Century Resorter varies according to size and year, but a model similar to the one used by the singer currently costs around $20,000. Meanwhile, Taylor has her own jets. One of them is the Dassault Falcon 50 model, equipped with 3 turbines and can comfortably carry up to 9 passengers. Acquired in 2012 by the singer, she sold it before the beginning of social isolation in the United States. And although the exact purchase and sale price is unknown, jets of this model are usually worth around $15 million. Another aircraft that Taylor Swift has owned is the more spacious and modern Mystère Falcon 900. The top-of-the-range finishes allow for a quiet and comfortable flight without losing any of the refinement. No wonder you have to shell out a lot of money to buy one of these brand-new jets. As reported in the media, due to the criticism she has suffered for her air transport, the singer recently got rid of this aircraft for $44 million. The jet that Taylor Swift currently uses for traveling, on the other hand, is a Dassault Falcon 7X, considered to be one of the most technological jets in the world, with the capacity to carry up to 16 passengers. This jet is much larger than the previous ones used by the singer, and to give you an idea of how much it's worth, some sources estimate that Taylor paid around $54 million for it. And because she owns her own jets, Taylor Swift wins this round. Score 1 for her. In this round, we'll find out which of the 2 celebrities lived in the most luxurious property in Pennsylvania, Sabrina or Taylor. The home where Sabrina spent most of her childhood, for example, is located in East Greenville, Pennsylvania. Built in the 2000s, this charming house has stone walls, a classic style, and more than 5,600 square feet of interior space. The well-lit rooms are very welcoming, boasting gleaming wooden floors and even an imposing light fixture in the entryway. The living room has a vaulted ceiling, a stone gas fireplace right in the center, and large windows that make it a more welcoming place to gather on a daily basis. The gourmet kitchen, meanwhile, has everything a chef needs, including granite countertops, stainless steel appliances, walls adorned with fine wood cabinets, a gas stove, and a generous space for a dining table on the side. The house also has 5 cozy bedrooms, which have high-quality finishes for the residents to settle into. The master suite, for example, has large windows with views of the outside, as well as a private bathroom with marble floors, a dressing table, double sinks, a glass shower cubicle, and a whirlpool bath. In addition to this bathroom, the house has 3 others with different features and decorations, as well as an elegant toilet. There are also 3 parking spaces for cars, a laundry room with cleans cabinets, an office on the 2nd floor, and a formal living room with wood finishes. Moving outside, the house is situated on a wooded lot for those who enjoy a more tranquil lifestyle, as it stretches over 1.5 acres. And among the amenities are a wooden deck and airy verandas to relax on. Without a doubt, we can say that Sabrina Carpenter already had a very comfortable life in this residence before her fame. And according to some sources, the young artist moved into this house with her family when she was very young and lived her entire childhood here. In 2013, the singer's parents listed the property for around $565,000, but then opted to take it off the market. At the beginning of 2024, the residence was finally sold for a whopping $780,000. Taylor Swift is not far behind. The house where the artist spent part of her childhood, for example, is located in Reading, Pennsylvania. Built in 1929, the Georgian colonial-style house has more than 3,500 square feet of internal space and includes many cozy areas, such as 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and a beautiful swimming pool at the back. And according to media reports, the property was last sold in 2022 for $800,000. And since both properties have almost the same value, we'll consider this round a draw. Both singers spare no expense on beautiful vehicles for their garages, but which one has the best cars? Sabrina has, for example, been seen with some classic and elegant vehicles, such as Cadillac Fleetwood Pink for $22,000 for the music video for her single father, Mercedes-Benz W126 for $23,000 in a photo shoot for Paper Magazine, Buick Electra 225 valued at $24,000 in another photo shoot, and even a beautiful Dodge Magnum XE muscle car for $28,000 for the music video for her single Please, Please, Please. In the company of Barry Keoghan, Sabrina was spotted in a Cadillac Escalade, a sleek and fast car with 7 seats and plenty of comfort for its passengers during journeys. And to own a car like this, you have to shell out around $90,000. The singer has also posed next to a Mercedes-Benz SL Class, a luxury sports car that stands out for its lightweight and high level of performance, which can be purchased for up to $110,000. Another luxury car that appears to be part of Sabrina Carpenter's collection is a Tesla Model S, with which she has been seen several times. It's a super technological car full of digital facilities, as well as having great autonomy, being able to travel up to 405 miles on a single electric recharge. And perhaps that's why this consumer dream of many people is worth around $120,000. The most expensive vehicle she was spotted in, on the other hand, is a BMW M5, an ultra-powerful car capable of reaching a top speed of 155 miles per hour, which can cost more than $150,000. Taylor Swift, on the other hand, there is speculation that the singer has several vehicles in her collection, but among the cars she has actually been spotted with are the following models: Chevrolet Silverado Pink $20,000, Lexus CT 200H $33,000, 1932 Chevrolet Cabriolet Convertible for $40,000, Volvo XC60 for $48,000, Chevrolet Corvette C6 which costs an average of $56,000, Chevrolet Suburban $59,000, Toyota Sequoia at $65,000, Cadillac Escalade $90,000, Range Rover Vogue $100,000, Chevrolet Chevelle SS Convertible for $115,000, Mercedes Maybach 560 for $140,000, and even a $160,000 Porsche 911 Turbo. Taylor has also been snapped in a Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG, a high-performance Mercedes super Jeep equipped with a beautiful engine capable of accelerating from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 4.3 seconds. And it's no wonder that its latest model costs around $179,000. Even more expensive, the singer was seen with her ex-boyfriend Taylor Lautner in an Audi R8, one of the automaker's highest performance vehicles, equipped with a V10 engine that produces 560 horsepower. This machine is capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in less than 4 seconds, as well as reaching a top speed of almost 200 miles per hour. In its newest versions, this car costs around $180,000. The most expensive vehicle that the singer supposedly owns is a Ferrari 458 Italia, a beautiful car that attracts a lot of attention wherever it goes and is a great Ferrari icon. And to own this incredible car, you may have to shell out around $240,000. And for investing more money in her cars, Taylor wins this round. Point for her. If there's one thing they don't skimp on, it's real estate, but which of them has the most valuable properties in California? Starting with Sabrina Carpenter. In 2020, for example, she opened the doors of her home in Los Angeles to Vogue and made a point of sharing with her fans some of the particularities that this charming property possesses. The living room, for example, has a large poster of the French film Ferris Bueller, one of the actress's favorites, as well as a beautiful Baldwin Company piano, where she spends a lot of time, and a huge Christmas tree that was still set up at the time of the shoot. The artist's kitchen has plenty of space for her to work on her recipes, top-of-the-line appliances, and large countertops for casual meals. Another of her and her family's favorite spaces is the games room, which has shelves with posters and unique decorative pieces, as well as a blue pool table where Sabrina likes to have fun, and this room also includes a bar for party days with friends. The singer's bedroom, on the other hand, has a swing, a bedside table with books next to the bed, and large glass doors that bring an abundance of natural light into the room. The space also includes Sabrina's closet, which, as well as storing her luxury items, has been partially transformed into a studio for her to work in. Next to the bedroom, there is also the singer's personal bathroom, where she spends part of her daily beauty time. This beautiful residence also has another more private living room where the artist loves to spend her evenings with everything she likes to do in her spare time. Heading outside, there's a beautiful area to relax in the backyard, as well as a lovely pool for Sabrina to enjoy when she's not working. There's also a ping pong table where she often has fun with her family, not forgetting the trampoline she bought at the age of 18. Another incredible part of the property is the court, where Sabrina Carpenter likes to play basketball, even though she doesn't seem to have much skill. She also likes to turn it into a projection screen at night to watch outdoor movies in the summer. Without a doubt, this place has everything the singer needs to live peacefully. And it's not known exactly how much this property cost, but in 2018, it was reported that Sabrina had bought a place to live in Northridge, also in Los Angeles, for $1.7 million, so it's possible that it's this place, but there's no way of knowing for sure. Taylor, on the other hand, is known for always buying and selling real estate. She once owned, for example, a spacious and modern 3,000-square-foot bungalow in the city, which has 4 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, a leisure area with a swimming pool, and many other amenities. According to the media, the singer bought the property for the trifle of $1,775,000 until she sold it in 2018 for $2.65 million. In 2011, the singer bought a chalet-style residence on a 1.5-acre plot, just minutes from the heart of Beverly Hills. It's a traditional property with 4 classically decorated bedrooms and 4 equally charming bathrooms. The decor of the rooms is quite ordinary for a star like Taylor Swift, with a vintage kitchen with gilded details. There's also a cozy guest house on site to accommodate any visitors, as well as a wood-paneled office and a court for playing tennis or recreational basketball. Taylor Swift kept this natural refuge for around 7 years, and then decided to sell it in 2018 for $4 million. In other words, Taylor Swift wins this round. Point for her. As well as being 2 talented singers, they are also 2 businesswomen, but which one has the best sources of income? Starting with Taylor. She has, for example, worked on several marketing campaigns for major companies, being their poster girl in various commercials. Examples include her long-term partnership with Coca-Cola Diet, car manufacturer Toyota, Sony Cameras, Keds Shoes, Apple Music streaming, among many others. Not to mention the money the artist can make on her social networks publicizing her new projects and also with advertising, as she has already done for Disney Plus and Amazon Music, since on Instagram she has a huge audience of 282 million followers. Taylor also likes to venture into the film industry, not only producing the soundtrack for films, such as the Carolina Track 4 where the Crawdads sing, but also acting in other projects, such as Cats. In addition, the artist has her own music video production company. After all, Taylor Swift likes to control every detail of her artistic work and is well known for leaving mysterious clues and references in her videos. In the music video for The Man, for example, she officially debuted her solo direction, and since then she has directed the music videos for her singles, such as Cardigan. To give you an idea of how much the singer earns from these projects, the Eras Tour concert film is considered to be the most profitable in history, having grossed $261.6 million at the worldwide box office, as well as another $75 million from streaming rights. Sabrina, for her part, has starred in productions such as the movie Work It, where she also played the role of executive producer, which must have raised her salary considerably. Sabrina also often acts in theater shows, such as Peter Pan and Tinker Bell, A Pirate's Christmas and the musical Mean Girls. Other work includes dubbing recurring characters in cartoons, such as Princess Vivian in Sophia the First and Melissa Chase in Milo Murphy's Law. Outside of entertainment, Sabrina Carpenter also ventures into modeling. To give you an idea, she has walked the Vogue World 2024 catwalk, appeared at Loewe's Spring 2025 event, and graced the cover of some famous magazines, including Cosmopolitan and Marie Claire. On social media, the young woman has amassed tens of thousands of followers, such as on Instagram, where she is followed by more than 45 million people. And because she is one of the most prominent young artists in the media, she has been increasingly sought after by famous brands who want to invest in her image. Among the companies that have already partnered with her are Coca-Cola, Converse, Aeropostale, Schemes, Samsung with Galaxy and Marc Jacobs through the Sack Bag campaign. She has also collaborated with Aruhan on a smoothie inspired by her album Short and Sweet, not forgetting Scent Beauty, the brand with which she has her own line of fragrances. And because it's difficult to determine which of them has the most lucrative sources of income, we're going to consider this round a draw. As two of today's most popular singers, there's no doubt that they are extremely wealthy. But which one owns the biggest fortune? As an actress, Sabrina's earnings vary according to the role she plays. To give you an idea, although her salary on Girl Meets World has not been revealed, her co-star Rowan Blanchard earned $10,000 per episode in Season 1, so Sabrina's salary was certainly much higher than that. But without a doubt, Sabrina's biggest source of income comes from her music career. That's because having already released 6 albums and several singles, you can imagine that Sabrina earns good money from streaming her songs on music platforms. On Spotify, for example, the singer has more than 69.1 million monthly listeners, while on YouTube, she has already passed the 4 billion views mark on her official channel. Sabrina Carpenter also earns a lot of money from selling records. Her latest album Short and Sweet, for example, debuted at the top of the Billboard 200 with 362,000 album equivalent units sold in the United States, as well as all 12 tracks appearing on the Hot 100. Let's also not forget that Sabrina Carpenter has toured her albums 4 times so far, as well as opening for Taylor Swift's The Eras Tour, the most lucrative tour in history, and surely she must have received a great fee for her performances. Taking into account the artist's other sources of income, her fortune rises considerably. And although she is young, several sources estimate that Sabrina Carpenter's net worth is currently around $12 million, a figure that is only likely to increase if she continues to be so successful. Taylor Swift, on the other hand, is a dedicated artist who has already earned a lot of wealth. She is one of the singers who have sold the most music worldwide. For example, the album 1989 Taylor version alone sold more than 3.5 million units globally. When it comes to streaming platforms, Taylor Swift's records are just as impressive. On Spotify, in 2023 alone, Taylor is believed to have pocketed $13 million. And although these are impressive figures, it's nowhere near all the money she earns. To give you an idea of Taylor Swift's earnings, in 2016, 2019, 2021 and 2022, Forbes named her the highest-paid annual musician in the world. In 2016, her earnings for the year were estimated at $170 million, while in 2019, that figure rose to $185 million, and even against the backdrop of social isolation in 2020, Taylor Swift earned a further $63.5 million. Currently, with the Eras Tour touring the world, Taylor has broken the record that belonged to Elton John and is now the singer with the biggest tour of all time, with profits estimated in December 2023 at more than $1 billion, but it is believed that she will be able to raise more than $2 billion worldwide by the end of the tour. And that's why in October 2023, Forbes reported that Taylor Swift had become the newest billionaire, with a fortune currently estimated at $1.1 billion. An impressive figure that makes Taylor the only artist to become a billionaire solely on the basis of her profits from music. So it's clear that Taylor Swift wins this last round. At the end of this fight, we have 2 points for Sabrina Carpenter against 7 points for Taylor Swift, making her the champion. But if you think there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel Dios to satisfy your curiosity.